everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paola, and today I have a very special guest. Sam, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about This May End Badly?
Yes, I am Samantha Markum. My book is called This May End Badly. It comes out April 12th, 2022, and it is about a senior who is trying to stop the merger with the boarding school across this fake dating scheme with her worst enemy's cousin in order to ramp up this prank war between their schools and prove that they just cannot mix.
It's such a fun book. I had such a blast.
It was really fun to write.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that it was fun to write as well, because sometimes I hear writers
Sometimes
be
it's
like,
not.
it's torture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this book also has a lot of really nice, heartfelt moments. So how do you balance these moments, and what was the writing process like?
So, writing this book was actually really different from anything else I've ever written because it came very easily to me, which normally it really does not. I mean, I think that those moments kind of, I felt like I very intuitively was like, knew when certain things needed to happen and when they didn't. So luckily it was very easy with this one. It is not always the case. I hope translates in the reading of it too.
I'm really glad to hear that it came easy to you. Mm-hmm. That must have been really rewarding as well while you were revising.
For sure. Very easy to revise, and I feel good understanding of all of my characters and kind of who they were to each other and who they were to themselves. So yeah, I think it was definitely really fun to write and very easy to get it all out that first time.
Nice. So This May End Badly has quite the ensemble. So if you could write a book about one of your side characters, who would it be and why?
That is actually a really easy question to answer, because when I first started writing This May End Badly, one of the side characters was a main character. The original love interest when I first started writing it was supposed to be 3. So I got, all the way up to the end of the first chapter, and it was supposed to be 3. It was going to be 3. He was the only one in my head. I didn't even have any cousins. There was nobody else. It was just him. And then I started writing the scene where she's walking down to the gate, a Winfield boy waiting for her, and she gets down there, and it was supposed to, I don't think it's him, and it wasn't. So, this again, like not a typical writing experience for me where I feel like the characters were kind of telling their story themselves. So yeah, definitely 3, easy.
Yes, I read a couple of reviews that said they were very interested in 3's story, in 3's character. So I would love to read a book about him and only him.
Yeah, he has amassed a little fan club somehow. So no one was more surprised than me. So.
Isn't that like rewarding though, as a writer, to have like one of your side characters be like the scene stealer?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time someone says they love any of them, I had someone recently who kept posting about how much she loved Sumi, and just that they can connect with any of those characters, really is definitely very rewarding. I love that.
Yeah. This book is about a prank war. So what's one prank that you would like to pull, and on who?
That's hard because, one of the pranks from the book was one that my roommates and I pulled in college on our neighbors. And I think there may have been a bruised tailbone involved after that, but it was the oiling. So I don't have to do any others. So apologies to those, but it was funny. So.
Oh, good to know. Good to know that you got it out of your system.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the Never Have I Ever game. So never have I ever stolen a book.
I have stolen a book because I loved it. I loved it so much. And I was like, I kept borrowing it from her. And then I finally just never gave it back and was like, she won't miss it. So sorry, Liz, I took it. Ended up losing it later anyway.
Ooh, oh no. Never have I ever broken a book spine unintentionally.
I don't think I have done that.
Never have I ever written fanfic for a popular fandom.
I have done that. I've written fan fiction for popular fandoms, for unpopular fandoms. I've fan fiction for everything. My best friend always says, she says, the one thing about Sam is if she's a fan of something, she is a fan. I go all in immediately. And if something doesn't go even just a little bit the way I want it to, I will make sure that in fan fiction, it goes exactly how I want it to.
I mean, that is the beauty of fanfic. Fanfic is great. Fanfic made me a reader, so I'm just very, very...
Me too. That's where I started writing. I started writing fanfic. I didn't write anything original for a long time. So
never have I ever doggy-eared pages of my books.
That I have not done.
I guess you already answered this, but never have I ever complained about a book to movie / TV adaptation because of how bad it was.
Okay, I've complained about how bad it was. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I've complained. Just because, you know, especially when it's like your favorite and you wanted it to be so good and then you're just bummed. Yeah, been there, done that quite a bit, actually.
Never have I ever canceled plans to read.
But I've definitely gone, I won't be there to whatever we're talking about. Yeah, I've done that quite a bit.
And finally, do you have any other projects that we should be excited about?
I do. I have a second book coming out next year. It's called You Wouldn't Dare. It's very different from This Man Badly, but it does have another messy girl, very messy, potentially even messier than Doe, which I know is hard to believe.
We love a messy main character here. We love the friends to lovers. I am trash for tropes. I just love them so much. And friends to lovers is definitely my favorite one. So I can't wait for You Wouldn't Dare.
Perfect. Well, I hope you like it. I am very excited about that one. I love both of them so much.
So people at home, don't forget to check out the description below for buy links for This May End Badly, as well as Sam's website. Thank you so much for being here with me, Sam.
Thank you. This is my first video interview.
Oh my goodness. I am honored. Truly honored.
Oh, thank you. I am honored. So
oh, this is great. I love that we got to do this. Again, people at home, thank you for watching, and we will see you in another one. Bye.